going as tight as possible to this bottom left-hand corner. We're trying to avoid overspray. Again, we're going to get it nice and tight in that corner there. That was probably the perfect example of what not to do for overspray. And remember, because it's terrain, doesn't need to be perfect. It's going to get quite a bit of weathering. Whoops. Making sure to keep it tight in that corner. We literally ran it down to nothing, so we'll be back shortly with another can. Welcome back. Just sort of picking up where we left off. Basically, we just took our next piece and just ran some tape along the inside of it. And now we're going to line it up with the pattern on here. And basically just going to put it on a flat surface. Give it a nice little squish down there, so it's sitting nice. And just trying to get a good little red around that ring right there. And remember, we're going to do so much weathering and everything later on. Like, if we get a little overspray or anything like that, like, it's just really not that big of a deal to us. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to clean it up, so. Just applying a little bit of pressure. Keep it as tight as possible so you get a nice clean ring. And there you see, now there. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just looking to get the effect we want. Get something on the table looking good, you know, without killing ourselves. Because a lot of times, I'm guilty of this, probably just like a lot of people are. A lot of times I won't finish something because I'll get hung up on something, or I want it to be perfect and I don't have the right paint, or, you know, I don't have the right basing material, or whatever your excuse is, you know, we're all guilty of it. And in all honesty, I have like a lot of those models years later, and I still never finish them. And it's like, damn, I'd have rather done a mediocre job and had something finished and on the table and had fun with it, you know, than potentially never even finish it. But, you know, it's halfway amazing. And, you know, that's what this Necromunda deal is going to be all about. You know, we were in the Necromunda years ago, and, you know, it was a ton of fun. It was one of the best games we played. And, you know, awesome, fond memories. And then when they brought it back, it just, I mean, we tried to get excited for it, but, you know, the starter set basically had no terrain in it. You're playing like on a 2D board. It almost just felt like a, like in the dawn of like the terrain era, it just felt like it was missing something. And, you know, we never even got into the game. I never even got to play it because it just failed to generate interest. And now, you know, it's kind of funny hearing people, you know, complaining about the Zone Mortalis and, you know, whatever their arguments are with it. Because it's like, well, the first Necromunda was a total flop and they didn't give us the terrain and it was just weak. And then this time, it's the complete opposite. They go like completely overboard for us and give us this amazing terrain set. And now people still finding a reason to complain. You know, it is a lot of money for just a regular hobbyist, but when you compare it to other hobbies, you know, for grown men, like, it's really not that bad what we spend, you know. And unlike a lot of other hobbies, Warhammer, especially once you paint it and put time into it and make it look nice, you know, it holds its value very well. One might even argue, you know, it appreciates to the right people. So yeah, the glove technique was probably a little messier than it was worth, but, you know, I kept it pretty tight. Essentially, you know, accomplished what we were going for here, which is throw them all out there and see how they look. Got a little bit of an under eye feel to it. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's the start of a nice board right there, I think. Basically gonna get something like that. That's our goal right there. So I do want to let the red just dry for a couple minutes though, first, and then basically have to just cover up everything for the rest of the boards before we can do this here. But you know, what I'm actually thinking about doing is, obviously I'm going to be doing yellow around the outside there, but you know, I'm tempted to do the stripes first in white and then hand paint them in yellow, because it gives like a cleaner final look. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do before I do this piece here, but I may go ahead and put the tape on the back so that's all ready to go. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely happy with it so far. And you notice we got a couple little paint spots here and there. We are kind of working with it, you know, while it's still wet and everything. But, you know, if you took your time and waited for it to dry and then you get distracted doing something else, and then by the time you come back, how many hours have gone by, and could have just hurried up and done it decent, you know what I mean, right off the bat, and at least had a finished product or project or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's going to be the face right there. Throw that over top there. Oh, I gotta grab that white really quick. And remember, our main goal here is not to like perfectly do everything, but it's essentially just to put the stencil down so then we can trace it with the freehand when we do the yellow with the brush. Oh yeah, so we can basically see, you know, what we're working with.